Hey guys, it's Heather, and today is September 19th, 2 days past my 12-year anniversary with my husband, and I thought I would just check in. So the last time I talked to you, I had the RF microneedling and healed from that very, very quickly. That was not a problem at all. And I have since gone, let me turn on some lights real quick. I have since gone and gotten some filler done. It has been a week and a half since that, and I'm still bruised here, 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 and here. And I'm still swollen a little across my chin and here, and a little bit right here. I bruise really bad. And so they did do, I think, 4 different types of filler. I can't remember what they all were now. I've got it on a piece of paper, but we did some around my eye area. We did some to kind of even out, fill in the hollows of my cheeks. The only thing I got done on my lips was just right here on the edges, just to smooth out some lines. And like I said, I was in the chair for so long that the numbing had worn completely off. So we had to stop. When she stuck this needle in, I felt every bit of it. So we had to stop for a few minutes, put some more numbing down on the bottom. And yeah, it was really rough. It was a long day. I went home. I was exhausted afterwards. And I decided not to film just because I wasn't feeling great. I looked crazy. And it's just not a fun experience. So not my favorite thing to have done. The RF microneedling was nothing compared to that. So, and I have another session of that, not this Friday, but the next Friday. And then again 4 weeks later. So hopefully hopefully it's easier than the filler. I think anything is easier than the filler. So when I was on here last, I did mention that I was getting a new vanity, that I had the one that broke when the mirror fell and hit and shattered the top. I had ordered another mirrored one from Wayfair, and it came in 1,000 different pieces, just the glass shattered all over the place. So I had ordered one from Pottery Barn. This is actually Pottery Barn Teen, because I was trying to find something that was a little bit smaller. It's still bigger than I originally wanted, but I'm getting used to it. Excuse me. My asthma has been bad lately. And it's the changing of the weather. We're getting hot, cold. We're going to the 50s at night, and some days only into the low 70s. I think today we're going to get to 82. But anyway, with this vanity, I thought I was going to have a lighted mirror, and we ordered a couple. I just didn't like it. I liked the mirror that came with it. So, but I needed the light because I'm in a dark room. I don't need this whole area to light up. So Amanda, thank you. Amanda introduced me to a mirror that is a little on the pricey side, but it is fantastic. It's called the Ilios. And when I back up and turn around and show you everything, you'll see this mirror as well. Let me slide it over a little bit. Anyway, all right, let me move back. Oh, sorry, Go-Go. And turn you around. All right, let me see. How am I going to do this? Turn this down so I can step back and see. So this is you can do this is a desk, and then this is a hutch mirror combination that you can get separately, or you can buy them together. I decided to go together. I needed a little extra storage, and I really like the square mirror. I don't know, I've got kind of tired of the like Hollywood lights on there. It looks a little dark here, and it is a little dark here, but I do my makeup in that mirror. And it's a big mirror, and it's really, sorry, that's kind of getting blown out because of the window here, but lots of different settings on this. So you can go really bright or really low. You have different, you can do the cool, you can do the warm, you can do the blend. That's the warm, the blend was in the middle. I prefer the cool. And this is the zoom. This is regular. I like it on the zoom. It's tiltable down, up. You can also take the mirror out and put a phone in, and you're not seeing a thing, are you? It's because we're not right next to a window. Anyway, I love it. It is definitely a splurge item, but it's better than trying to get a mirror that will fit this area. Maybe if I turn this off now. There we go. All right, so now you can see that mirror. I do have another light in here. This is actually a crafting light that I had upstairs just to give me a little extra lighting as I'm getting ready in the morning, and it's working just fine. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So anyway, the chair I have, it's the same chair I had for my last one. It is getting a little tattered and torn around the edges, but it still works just fine. All right, so I'll just show you what I've done. I did get some new plastic containers, foundations, concealers, and then random odds and ends that I grab from time to time, but not very often. Makeup sponge. This is all my little brushes and little tools that I grab. Phone charger, and then I have a little USB charger here that's got 6 different areas. And the reason for that is I have some devices. I did pick up the Nira and the Nira Pro. I did the bundle, and when I need to charge them, I can set them right there, but then they fit nicely in this drawer. Yes, I have a couple of the Jones Road things in here. Miracle Bombs. I'm still trying to figure out how to make those work, but these I can just put on the charger there if I need to, but they get stored right here so I can grab them quickly when I want to use them. I've been using them. I don't know if it's good for me or not, but I've been using them doing every single day, but I've also been working on my bruises. And to be truthful, here is the original with the tiny little print, which is for right around your eyes, around your lips. This is the Pro. It is a larger surface, and I use this around my eyes and my mouth too, so I could have just gone with the Pro, but I do have both. So it came as, I bought it as a bundle. Mirror. On this side, this is setting sprays and primers, some lip glosses and lipsticks and things like that. And I do grab from this little container quite often. This one has more lipsticks and lip balms. This is eyeliners and lip liners that I don't use all the time. My little fan for when if I need a little breeze or to set my face a little bit. I've got that right there, and it's plugged into right here. And this drawer is all of my powders. So whether they're pressed powders or loose powders, they're all in this drawer. Just grab what I want. That's not true. I have one more in this long skinny drawer. Now this long skinny drawer is actually very, very skinny, like height wise. The plastic container I used before didn't fit. I had to buy ones that were less than an inch. So, but I have a lot more depth in this one back this way. I can actually get to everything now. I don't reach back here, but eyeliners I tend to grab for the most. This one is starting to dry up. I do actually like this mascara. I'm wearing it today. I love the Pillow Talk. I love this one. So I do have 4 mascaras in there. Those 2 I haven't touched yet. This is my Pat McGrath. This is what I set my under eyes with. This is my other powder that if I want to go around my face, it helps kind of cover the bruising right now. And this is actually, I think this is that is a setting powder as well. 2 highlighters. Oh, there's another powder. There's another powder. Okay, so I lied. Some gel or liquid or pencil eyeshadow sticks. Back up. And then this is a new to me anyway. It is a cream to powder, what you call it, eyeshadow. I like it. Anyway, over here is eyebrow stuff, my single pot eyeshadows, my eyelash curler. This stuff is fantastic for covering bruises. It's been very helpful. My little sponge thing and an eyebrow little pod. This drawer is sad. This is my little makeup towel. I set this out on top of my countertop here, and I set everything on it that I'm going to use so I don't get anything on. I was going to go with white, and I ended up going with this color stone, or I can't remember what it's called, but it's kind of a beigey color, kind of a wood grain beigey, and I really like it. This is all bronzers, blushes, and some highlighters, I believe, but pretty much just bronzers and blushers, and that one goes all the way back to the back there. And I did pick up 2 more of these. They fit everything kind of across, and then I use the gaps in between. And I just put that and that right on top. And then on this side is all the eyeshadow palettes. So I do have a little more makeup in my closet that I don't use right now, that I've either some brand new stuff that I haven't used or things that I don't pull for very often that I'm not quite ready to give away. But for the most part, all of my eyeshadows are in this drawer, and I have a divider that goes this way, and then the ones I don't use as often are kind of stacked towards the back. And it does go way back there. So I do have to pull, in order to get these back here, I probably have to pull some of this out. But yeah, that is my new vanity and my new makeup mirror. And it is working great. There's a lot more table space on top than I had before. But I'm very happy with it. And I'm glad that I got to keep the mirror to it because I really like the mirror. All right. Here's Indigo. Say hi. Are you hanging out with Mom? You hanging out with Mom? I think the boys are upstairs hanging out with Dad. Today is my day that I pick up my granddaughter and I take her to her jazz class and then her musical theater class. So I'll pick her up from school. So this morning I'm off kind of doing some stuff around the house and getting text messages. Hold on one sec. Let me grab something. All right. So I had picked up a couple of items. I had done a little bit of shopping with my daughter about 2 weeks ago, I think it was, and wanted to show you. I left them out so I wouldn't forget. Let me put you down on my dresser. Lighting's not great in here, but I don't feel like going upstairs. I picked up this jacket from J. Jill. It is, you're really bright and dark, aren't you? Which way do I need to go? Is that any better? It's, I forget the color of it, but it's this kind of a coffee color. It's water resistant, but I don't think it's waterproof. It's just a kind of a nylon-y jacket. Love the color. Let me see if I can see what it's made out of. 70% polyester and 30% nylon. I did pick this one up in a petite small. J. Jill seems to run quite big, but I love that it has a little toggle on the inside that you can cinch the waist. Here, let me just try it on for you real quick. It'll be easier to show you that way. Figured this would be good to just leave in my car and grab with me everywhere I'm going. But I love the color. Let's see, I'll turn you around and look in the mirror. Let's see. Does have flat pockets here, a zip and a snap. And when you toggle in the waist, it cinches in the waist a little bit. I just thought it was really cute, and it was in a petite, so I actually don't have to do anything with the sleeves. I love it. So yeah, this is going to be like my grab and go fall jacket for day to day. All right, let's put you back over here. So I can always pause in between each thing, but then I have to turn around and splice everything back together. So that one was that one, kind of a splurge. I think this was $160, but I will use this regularly. I'm a jacket person year round, even in the dead of summer. I also picked up this, you're really high now. I also picked up this little button-up shirt. Yeah, it's buttons. Love the kind of a seafoam green color. It was also in a petite, I think. Yeah, I got this one in a petite small too. Don't feel like trying it on right now, but I just love the color. I love the color. And then at Loft, I picked up this little sweater. I just loved the kind of the pink. I know the pink is really in right now. This is in a medium petite. It was very soft. I tried it on for Emily and she's like, oh Mom, that's fantastic. So those are my three new clothing items. And another thing I wanted to share is a pillow that my husband surprised me with. Now, I have cervical radiculopathy. It's a pinched nerve in my neck. Years ago, I had to have 3 epidurals in order to move my head. They said it could last my whole life, or it could come back within 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, whatever. Knock on wood, I'm hoping it's for the whole life. But I cannot sleep on just a regular pillow. I have to sleep on some sort of a supportive pillow. Now, for many years, it was the Tempur-Pedic cervical pillow, I guess it was. And when I traveled, it took up half my suitcase, but I had to take it. I absolutely had to. I could not travel without it. Since then, I had the Sleep and Glow pillow, and it was fine. It was okay, but it started losing its firmness, and I started feeling like I wasn't getting comfortable. So Adam had done some research on some pillows, and he sent me this one. I was like, that's crazy looking. How would you even ever get a pillowcase to fit that? But let me first show you. There's pillowcase needs to be washed, but there is this crazy angle on this pillow. It's got a neck divot here. It's the same type of a side sleeper. You have to buy the pillowcases separately from it. but this is the brand. Cetera Orthopedic Contour. And from day one, normally I have to get used to pillows, but from day one, I loved it. And I just switch out the pillowcases every week when I do my laundry. That is face creams and stuff. My hair's all flat. This is like third day hair. But I love the pillow. I sleep well on that pillow. I don't feel like I have to readjust or anything. But it is, you do have to buy the pillowcases separately from it. It doesn't come with one, and they're not inexpensive. But this is, I think, with 2 pillowcases and the pillow, it was still cheaper than the Sleep and Go. So let me put my cardigan back on just because I'm chilly. We're waking up and it's colder. It's 11:30. It's almost time for me to have my breakfast. I've been fasting. All right, let me take you out here to get one more new thing. This was Adam's doing. We got a new ruggable for the living room. Jax comes in from playing and he drools all over. And I should have shown you the stain on the one we threw away, but it was bad. Bad, bad, bad. And I think I told you in the past about how difficult it was to wash that one. You could not put it in your wash machine. We took it out, pressure washed it. It was an all-day affair. It was very difficult to do. I'm not going to buy any other washable rugs that are not actually washable, and ruggable is this is my favorite. So this is the one we picked up. We decided to go with round because when we were doing rectangular before, we were trying to shove it up. We were shoving a lot of it underneath both of these couches, and it was a pain in the butt. Even when we had a ruggable in here, we had to lift the couches to peel it up. This one, I did go for the premium mat underneath it, so it's much squishier than we had before. The other one was very firm to the floor. It's actually just let itself in. And so did Jax. Hi, you guys were outside. You weren't upstairs with Dad. But this one will be much easier to peel up, throw in the washing machine, and we went with darker to hopefully hide some of Jax's drool, because when he comes into play, he sits at my feet and just drools while he calms down after he gets his water, and it was just a constant dirty mess. So it took me a minute. It's a little more ornate than I'm used to when it comes to rugs, but I think it's gonna be easier to hide the dirt and a whole lot easier to wind it up and put it into the washing machine. So yeah. Oh, so what else has been going on? Trying to think, Friday night, was it Friday night? I think it was Friday night, or maybe it was Saturday night. Adam and I watched a movie. We have a theater upstairs. We went upstairs and we were watching a movie with the dogs. And I was rubbing on the dogs, and then apparently I rubbed my eye, and yeah, I guess it was Saturday night. I felt like I got something in my eye. I figured it was dog hair. So I went downstairs and I'm looking in the mirror. I couldn't find anything, but it was not coming out. When I would blink, I could feel it. My eye was watering like crazy. Well, by Sunday morning, I woke up, my eye was bloodshot and it would not open all the way. Maybe half to 2/3 opening the way it's supposed to. And any light at all was like a throbbing pain. So if the sun flashed through the window, anything, television, I couldn't look at my phone. It was so painful. And I was feeling run down anyway, and Sunday was our 12-year anniversary. So the picture you see of me on Instagram, if you saw that picture, I needed to have something from that day. We didn't go anywhere. We made steaks and baked potatoes and caprese salad at the house. And I just snapped a picture because, I want to have something from our anniversary. My eye is kind of swollen shut. I did have Emily take away the bruises because I was wearing no makeup, and she opened my eye a little bit just so that it wouldn't be as bad as it was before I posted that picture. But it's no makeup. It was just to get rid of the bruises. But I felt so bad that day. Just my whole body was like exhausted. I ended up taking a 2-hour nap. I felt feeling better after the nap. I was feeling better. My eye was still pretty bad. Yesterday morning I woke up, of course, because I go back to work and it wasn't my anniversary anymore. I was feeling a whole lot better. My eye was looking better. I still felt like I had something in my eye, but I could open it all the way and it wasn't bloodshot, and I felt more comfortable putting makeup on it. Today my eye feels completely normal. So I'm assuming that I scratched my eyeball and it was just doing some recovery, whatever. So yeah, but it was our 12-year anniversary, and we just spent the day together. And I don't care what we're doing as long as we're doing it together. That's all that matters to me. Other than that, that is about all that's going on. And I just wanted to check in with you guys. This is going to be a pretty short video since I didn't really have much to say, but I did want to give you I wanted to show you the new vanity that I got and the new pieces of clothing so I can finally put them away. And yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys have a very happy day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.